Let us see magnetic field due to a circular coil carrying current. In this coil, there is a current. When there is a current, there will be a magnetic field. We have to find the magnetic field along the axis of a current carrying coil. You consider a point P at a distance z from the center of the coil, and the radius of the coil is r. And to find the magnetic field at a point on the axis, we have to apply Biot and Savart law. For that, we have to consider a small current element of length dl. Then join the current element to the point. That distance is r, so we can consider it as a vector r vector. Then PC is same as PD, that is r, that is equal to square root of r square plus z square. Using Pythagoras theorem, r square is small r square is capital R square plus z square. So r is square root of r square plus z square. Then apply Biot and Savart law. Then using Biot and Savart law, magnetic induction here due to this current element is mu 0 divided by 4 pi ideal vector cross r cap divided by r square. Then magnetic induction will be perpendicular to both dl vector. Here this is the dl vector. Then this is the r vector. It is perpendicular to both dl and r. dl vector cross r cap. So this is the dl vector and this is the r vector, so it is perpendicular to both. So this is the direction in which magnetic field is acting due to this current element. Similarly, the other side, current element of length dl, then magnetic induction will be directed to that side. Now mu 0 divided by 4 pi ideal vector cross r cap divided by r square. Then this is the direction in which magnetic field is acting due to this current element. Then this angle is 90 degree and this is also 90 degree because magnetic induction will be perpendicular to r and the current element. And when this is 90 degree and this is theta, this also will be theta because the exterior angle is equal to sum of the interior opposite in this triangle. This is 90 plus theta, here 90, so this theta. Now this can be resolved into two components. dB vector can be resolved into two components. Where it is making theta, that component is dB cos theta. This is the z-axis. So dB cos theta is along the z-axis. Unit vector along the z-axis is k cap. This is a x, y, z. Then the component along the y-axis is dB sin theta due to this current element. Due to this, it is this side. So same way, this also can be split into two components, dB cos theta and dB sin theta. Here dB sin theta that side and here dB sin theta this side. So sin theta component will get cancelled. Then dB cos theta. Then for this entire coil, we have to integrate. So only dB cos theta will get added up. So integral of dB cos theta, since it is along the z-axis, k cap. Then for this dB we can write from this. dB, magnitude of dB is mu 0 divided by 4 pi I. Magnitude of dl vector is dl. Magnitude of r cap is 1. Then angle between dl vector and r. Here this is the dl vector and this is r vector. dl vector, r vector. So angle between them is 90 degrees. Sin 90 is 1. So dB, from this we can write dB is mu 0 divided by 4 pi I. Magnitude of dl vector is dl. magnitude of r cap is r. Since angle between dl vector and r vector is 90 degrees, sin 90 is 1. So that is the magnitude of dB. dB is acting that side, so this is the magnitude of dB. For this dB we can write mu 0 divided by 4 pi I dl. Then r cap, magnitude of r cap is unity, so it is 1. This is r cap, so it's for dB we can write mu 0 divided by 4 pi I dl by r square. Then cos theta, then mu 0 divided by 4 pi. For this r square we can write capital R square plus z square. This is r is square root of, here it is r square, so you can write r square plus z square. Then integral of dl, integral of dl is, here integral of dl is 2 pi r, because capital R is the radius. So when we integrate this, full length is, so instead of integral of dl you can write 2 pi r. Then for cos theta we can write for cos theta adjacent side by hypotenuse. Adjacent side is r, hypotenuse is small r. So small r is square root of capital R square plus z square. So for this cos theta we can substitute r divided by square root of r square plus z square. It can be written as r square plus z square all raised to half. Now this pi will get cancelled, then 4 and this 2, so it will become 2. So mu 0 divided by 2, then r into r square, then r square plus z square, r square plus z square, here power is half, so here power is 1, so total power is 3 by 2. So this is the expression for magnetic induction at a point due to a circular coil carrying current. So here, since it is along the z axis, we can write K cap. Magnetic field is a vector quantity. So magnetic induction will be acting along the z axis. Then this is the magnetic field due to a circular coil carrying current due to a single coil. If there are many turns, we have to multiply by n. So n turns, where n is the number of turns. So magnetic induction is due to a coil with many turns. The magnetic induction is given by this formula: mu 0 ni r square divided by 2 r square plus z square all raised to 3 by 2.